Good day, and welcome to U Hotel's performance analysis for year 3. The overall hotel's performance is considerably good. However, we have been less effective in our operations compared to year 2. We are currently ranked 3rd in our competitive set. The financial performance of U Hotel has been growing throughout the last 12 months. We started off with pretty low profits in the first month. However, we managed to improve the performance throughout the following months. The average gross operating profit for the last 12 months was 32.5%. The total net profits within the last 12 months were around $1,800,000. The year-to-date return on equity is 5.9%, which is considerably low compared to the last year's results of 9.57%. We consider this to be a short-term ongoing effect due to the various big refurbishments undertaken this year, such as premium and standard room renovations as well as restaurant refurbishment in the end of year 2. Regarding the reputation management, the overall guest satisfaction is 89.96%, and moreover, our property has the best level of overall refurbishment level, averaging 96.5%. The public space refurbishment is also considerably high, 97%. Although we have added this year the executive lounge as a facility and a turndown service, we still need to focus more on that field in order to be competitive with our hotels. Finally, after using about $400,000 of cash from our bank this year, we still have approximately $1,200,000 available in the bank. The current ratio is 16.75, which indicates a good health status of our hotel.
Since we were doing a standard room refurbishment in Q1 year 3, and 30% of standard rooms will be out of order, so our strategy was temporarily changed to lower our standard room rates in order to maximize our occupancy as much as possible. Unfortunately, although our occupancy was not heavily influenced by refurbishment, but room revenue and ROE still drastically dropped because of low ADR. Then, in the next quarter, we adjusted room rates after the refurbishment, but the overall ADR in the market still also generally increased, so the RevPAR index still did not achieve our expectation. In the next 2 quarters, we increased our room rates a bit higher again, as well as adjusted different rates for different agencies. In the end, the performance of our rooms went back to the normal level, both of occupancy, RevPAR index, as well as room market share were above the baseline.
Worse than in year 2. We have the most revenue loss in restaurant, bar, and room service. The performance decreased from Q2 and reached the end in Q3. However, start from Q4, the performance started to go back to normal because we have adjusted the food costs as well as increased the promotion for F&B department. We have food market share at 19.09 and beverage market share at 20.77 at the end of year 3.
We did realize a phenomenon that if we put around 8 to 8.5% of total revenue as our sales and marketing costs, it will decrease the advertising performance. If we want a good performance in advertising, the sales and marketing costs will be attached 10% of the total revenue. That was the problem confusing me in the whole year 3. Although the performance in year 3 overall was good as before, but I want to find out a way that let the money we use become the most efficient. After consideration, I found that the marketing cost of all the hotel is the same now. If we only calculate the advertising cost, which means we use 8 to 8.5% of total revenue as only the advertising cost, it would make more sense. Therefore, in next year, we will put 8 to 8.5% total room revenue as room advertising cost, 8 to 8.5% of total F&B revenue as restaurant and event advertising cost.
In general, year 3 was not the best year for our hotel. From HR department, the staffing level from each quarter increased significantly compared to last year, ranging from 95% to 100%. This caused the escalation of year-to-date staffing level to be more than 100%, which is not a good sign for us. The highest overstaffing happened in Q4, specifically from F&B department. The variance between the forecasted and actual F&B cover was quite large, resulting in higher forecast for F&B staff. Our plan to increase the overall salary by the beginning of year 4 needs to be postponed to the end of year 4 since our hotel's performance dropped compared to last year. we will keep on investing on staff training and control the staffing level to be between 92% to 97%.